Hello students, welcome to the English class. This is Anurag Sidhu, lecturer in English, Government Senior Secondary School, Ramgarh, Pudda. Today we'll be doing a lesson from our book A Rainbow of English for Plus 2, Section C, Chapter number 3, Polly. Let's see this picture. What do you see in the picture? Yes, there's a little girl. She's holding a doll, but she's looking very sad. She's sitting on the floor. Her hair are unkempt. They're not combed. And she's looking very lonely. And nobody is there to look after her in this picture because there are things scattered around her. Today we'll be doing a story. Polly is a story written by K.A. Abbas. The story revolves around a girl who looks dull and ugly due to a disease and an accidental fall in her childhood. She's always targeted by everyone for not being good looking and intelligent. Her life turns around when she joins school as her teacher encourages her to become a confident person and rise against social injustice. About the author, Khwaja Ahmad Abbas, best known as K.A. Abbas, is a prominent director and screenwriter in the Indian film industry. He is known best for his work in Urdu, Hindi and English. He has been a part of some of the most iconic films in the history of Indian cinema. Apart from this, he was also a journalist. Born on 7th June 1914 in Panipat, India, he came from an illustrious literary family. He graduated from the Aligarh Muslim University and studied both English literature and law. He started off as a journalist based in New Delhi. He was also a film critic and an editor for the film section of the Bombay Chronicle. Abbas was the director for some of the films he wrote screenplays for. He won National Film Awards for Sheher Aur Sapna in 1963, Saath Hindustani in 1969 and Do Boond Pani in 1971. He was also awarded the Padam Shri by the Indian government in 1969. He died at the age of 72 on 1st June 1987. Before reading the chapter, let's learn new words. Nambardar, an official that collects revenue in the village. Stammered, spoke with halting articulation, like that. Matted, entangled to form a thick mass, unruly hair, not combed properly. Squatted, sat on their haunches or heels, scurried, ran or moved hurriedly. Pockmarks, spots on the skin. You can see in the picture. Mimicked. What is mimic? It is copy or imitate. When you say something after somebody in the same manner. Disobey. Not do what is asked. Prosperous. Is wealthy and successful. Here we have the picture of Mr. Ratan Tata. He is one of the richest men in India. Fear-laden, full of fear. Fascinated, attracted. Shrink, become small. When your clothes shrink, at times you wash the clothes and then the clothes shrink, become small, and they don't fit you any longer. Astonished is surprised. Simpleton, a simple person who is easily tricked by others. Noticed, saw. The main characters of the story here are, the main character is Polly, but her father is Tahsildar Ramlal and mother. Then there's a teacher, 3 sons and 4 daughters of Ramlal, namely sisters are Radha, Mangala, Champa and Sulekha or Polly. She is the youngest. Her actual name is Sulekha. Then there's another character is Bishambarnath, the grocer, Polly's bridegroom. So we start with a summary of the chapter Polly. This story is about a girl, Polly, whose real name was Sulekha. She was the 4th daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. Sulekha was called Polly since her childhood. Polly was 10 months old when she fell off a cot and hurt her head, and one part of her brain was damaged. She became a backward child, so she was called Polly the Simpleton. She was the 4th daughter of Ramlal, who was a prosperous farmer and Nambardar of the village. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters, namely Radha, Mangala, Champa and Polly, Polly being the youngest. Polly was 10 months old when she fell off a cot on her head and it had harmed her brain. When she was 2 years old, she suffered from smallpox. Her entire body was permanently disfigured by deep pock marks. She could not speak till she was 5. When she learned to speak, she stammered. The other children made fun of her because of her stammering. She could not speak well. In her family, she remained neglected. Nobody looked after her, nobody combed her hair. All children except Polly were healthy and smart. The sons were sent to the city to study at schools and colleges. The 3 daughters were very good looking but illiterate. Ramlal was worried about Polly because she was neither good looking nor intelligent. Polly was 7 years old when a primary school was opened in the village. The Tahsildar came to the village to perform the opening ceremony of the primary school. He strictly told Ramlal to send his daughters to school and set an example for the villagers. Ramlal discussed with his wife. Ramlal's wife suggested to send Polly to school, although she was against sending girls to school because no boy would marry such a girl. She reasoned that as Polly had no chance of getting married because she was ugly, so she could go to school. In the beginning, Polly was frightened to leave her house, but when, for the first time in her life, she was dressed up and her hair was washed and oiled, she felt that she was to visit a better place. In school, she saw many girls of her own age. She was glad. She hoped that one of those girls might become her friend. In school, she met a teacher who was very kind and polite to her. When the teacher asked her name, Polly could not speak well. She stammered her name, Polly. The teacher encouraged her to study and speak with confidence. Moreover, she told her that she could overcome her stammering completely if she came to school daily. The teacher made strenuous efforts to remove her habit of stammering. The teacher made worked hard with Polly so that she would stop stammering. Now let's read from the text. I hope you all have the text before you. If not, we have it on the screen. Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone had been calling her Polly the simpleton. She was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head and perhaps it had damaged some part of her brain. That was why she remained a backward child and came to be known as Polly the simpleton. At birth, the child was very fair and pretty. But when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. Only the eyes were saved, but the entire body was permanently disfigured by deep black pockmarks. Little Sulekha could not speak till she was 5, and when at last she learned to speak, she stammered. The other children often made fun of her and mimicked her. As a result, she talked very little. Mimicked means they copied her. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. The youngest of them was Polly. It was a prosperous farmer's household and there were plenty to eat and drink. All the children except Polly were healthy and strong. The sons had been sent to the city to study in schools and later in colleges. Of the daughters, Radha, the eldest, had already been married. The second daughter, Mangala's marriage, had also been settled. And when that was done, Ramlal would think of the third, Champa. They were good-looking, healthy girls, and it was not difficult to find bridegrooms for them. But Ramlal was worried about Polly. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. Here we can say this word prosperous. Prosperous is successful, rich, household is family, and then another word was settled. Settled means her marriage was decided. So, Polly was 7 years old when Mangala was married. The same year, a primary school for girls was opened in their village. The Tahsildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony. He said to Ramlal, "As a revenue official, you are the representative of the government in the village, and so you must set an example to the villagers. You must send your daughters to school." That night, when Ramlal consulted his wife, she cried, "Are you crazy? If the girls go to school, who will marry them?" But Ramlal had not the courage to disobey the Tahsildar. At last, his wife said, "I will tell you what to do. Send Polly to school. As it is, there is little chance of her getting married. With her ugly face and lack of sense, let the teachers at school worry about her." So the next day, Ramlal caught Polly by the hand and said, "Come with me, I will take you to school." Polly was frightened. She did not know what a school was like. She remembered how a few days ago their old cow, Lakshmi, had been turned out of the house and sold. "No, no, 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 no," she shouted in terror and pulled her hand away from her father's grip. "What's the matter with you, you fool?" shouted Ramlal. "I'm only taking you to school." Then he told his wife, "Let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and the other schoolgirls think of us when they see her?" New clothes had never been made for Polly. The old dresses of her sisters were passed on to her. No one cared to mend or wash her clothes. Mend means repair. Passed on. Passed on is when the oldest brothers sisters used the clothes and then they were passed on. They were given to the younger children to wear. But today she was lucky to receive a clean dress which had shrunk after many washings and no longer fitted Champa. She was even bathed and oil was rubbed into her dry and matted hair. Only then did she begin to believe that she was being taken to a place better than her home. When they reached the school, the children were already in their classrooms. Ramlal handed over his daughter to the headmistress. Left alone, the poor girl looked about her with fear-laden eyes. With a fear-laden eyes means eyes full of fear. There were several rooms, and each room, girls like her squatted on mats. Squatted means sat on mats, reading from books or writing on slates. The headmistress asked Polly to sit down in a corner in one of the classrooms. Polly did not know what exactly a school was like and what happened there, but she was glad to find so many girls almost of her own age present there. She hoped that one of these girls might become her friend. The lady teacher who was in the class was saying something to the girls, but Polly could understand nothing. She looked at the pictures on the wall. The colors fascinated her. Fascinated means attracted her. She looked towards those colors. The horse was brown, just like the horse on which the Tehsildar had come to visit their village. The goat was black, like the goat of their neighbor. The parrot was green, like the parrot she had seen in the mango orchard. And the cow was just like their Lakshmi. And suddenly Polly noticed that a teacher was standing by her side, smiling at her. "What's your name, little one?" Po, po. She could stammer no further than that. Then she began to cry, and tears flowed from her eyes in a helpless flood. She kept her head down as she sat in her corner, not daring to look up at the girls who she knew were still laughing at her. When the school bell rang, all the girls scurried out of the classroom. Scurried means hurried out quickly, ran out, but Polly dared not leave her corner. Her head still lowered, she kept on sobbing. Polly, the teacher's voice was so soft and soothing. In all her life she had never been called like that. It touched her heart. "Get up," said the teacher. It was not a command, but just a friendly suggestion. Polly got up. "Now tell me your name." Sweat broke out over her whole body. Would her stammering tongue again disgrace her? For the sake of this kind woman, however, she decided to make an effort. She had such a soothing voice, she could not laugh at her. Po, she began to stammer. Well done, said the teacher. Come on now, the full name, Polly. At last she was able to say it and felt relieved as if it was a great achievement. Well done, the teacher patted her affectionately and said, put the fear out of your heart and you will be able to speak like everyone else. Polly looked up as if to ask, really? Yes, it will be very easy. You just come to school every day. Will you come? Polly nodded. No, say it aloud. Yes. And Polly herself was astonished that she had been able to say it. Did not I tell you? Now take this book. The book was full of nice pictures and the pictures were in color. Dog, cat, goat, horse, parrot, tiger, and a cow just like Lakshmi. And with every picture was a word in big black letters. In a month, you'll be able to read this book. Then I will give you a bigger book. Then a still bigger one. In time, you will be more learned than anyone else in the village. Then no one will be able to laugh at you. People will listen to you with respect, and you will be able to speak without the slightest stammer. Understand? Now go home and come back early tomorrow morning. Polly felt as if suddenly all the bells in the village temple were ringing, and the trees in front of the schoolhouse had blossomed into big red flowers. Her heart was throbbing with a new hope and a new life. Thus the years passed. So, let's see. Who was Polly? What was her name? Her name was Sulekha, and she was one of the 7 children. How many siblings did Polly have? Polly had 6 siblings, 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Why was Sulekha called Polly the simpleton? Polly was 10 months old when she fell off a cot on her head and one part of her brain was damaged. She became a backward child, so she was called Polly. What was the effect of smallpox on Polly? Yes, her entire body was permanently disfigured by deep pockmarks. Why did the other children make fun of Polly? The other children made fun of her because of her stammering. She could not speak well. So, why was Ramlal worried about Polly? Ramlal was worried about Polly because she was neither good looking nor intelligent. Why did the Tahsildar come to the village? The Tahsildar came to the village to perform the opening ceremony of the primary school. So we did these questions and again revised what the story was. Then another question is, why did the Tahsildar want Ramlal to send his daughters to school? Ramlal was a government official, so the Tahsildar wanted Ramlal to send his daughters to school and set an example to the villagers. Why did Ramlal's wife agree to send Polly but not her other daughters to school? According to Ramlal's wife, Polly had no chance of getting married, so she could go to school because she was neither good looking nor intelligent. Why was Polly glad to see so many girls of her own age at school? Polly was glad because she hoped that one of those girls might become her friend. What happened when the teacher asked Polly her name? Polly could not speak well. She stammered her name, Polly. So we will describe the early childhood of Polly. These are the main points and you have to do it from home. Let's quickly read it. Polly was the main character. The story is written by K.A. Abbas. Her real name was Sulekha. She had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. All other brothers sisters were healthy and strong, but she was not, as when she was 10 months old, she fell off a cot and hurt her head. She became a backward child, so she was called Polly. Everyone called her Polly the simpleton. When she was 2 years old, she suffered from smallpox. Entire body was permanently disfigured by pockmarks. She stammered while speaking. But when she was sent to school, her life totally changed. Her teacher was very kind. She encouraged her to study and speak with confidence. She made her speak without stammer. So we have assignment which you have to do from home. Please read and write these questions. I will read them for you. Who is the author of the chapter? Polly. What does Polly mean? What happened when Polly was 10 months old? What are the names of Ramlal's daughters? How many children did Ramlal have? Why did the Tahsildar come to the village? Why was Ramlal worried about Polly? Here there was a word sibling. So what is a sibling? Sibling is the other children born of your parents. And if you say how many brothers and sisters you have, then you have to tell separately how many brothers and how many sisters. Okay, how many children did Ramlal have? He had 7 children. But how many siblings did Polly have? She had 6 siblings, because one was herself and the brothers, 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Tomorrow we'll do the rest of the chapter. And now Polly was in school, and by she grew up and went to the next classes. And what happened in the next classes and in her later life, we'll read in the next session. So, thank you very much. I am Anurag Sidhu, lecturer in English, Government Senior Secondary School, Ramgarh Pudda, District SAS Nagar. This PPT was prepared by Jagriti Gaur, lecturer in English, Government Senior Secondary School, Lachkani, Patiala. This is an initiative by Department of School Education, Punjab. Thank you so much. Till then, bye-bye.